Good afternoon, softball fans. We welcome you to Zenoff Park here in Stevens Point as we get set for a titanic matchup in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. It's the SPASH Panthers, the DC Everest Evergreens. First pitch at 4:30. Our Auto Select pregame show just before on Zaleski Sports. And a very good afternoon, softball fans. We welcome you to Zenoff Park here in Stevens Point as we get set for what is one of the biggest matchups, if not the biggest matchup in the state of Wisconsin here in the early portions of the season. It's the Wisconsin Valley Titans going head-to-head, DC Everest and Stevens Point. My name is Mike Wendland here with Zaleski Sports. Glad to be with you guys today as you're watching the Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires, complete auto repair services. Locations on Church Street, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Look at these two teams, both teams coming in undefeated. DC Everest, a strong 2-0. Wins over De Pere and Cedarburg with some exceptional performance all around, including pitcher Addison Cluck, one of the very best in the state. On the other side, we got the SPASH Panthers coming in 3-0. Wins last week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday over New London, Oshkosh West, and then Sun Prairie West. There's very little doubt that these two teams are expected to be the top two in the Wisconsin Valley yet again this year, as it's going to be a battle to the very end, and no better time than really the second full week to get things underway. So that being said, as our umpires meeting about to start, we'll take a quick timeout here from our friends at Auto Select. Come back, take a look at the lineups, get you guys ready for first pitch right here on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
As our meeting continues, our coach is going over the dimensions with the fencing up here at Zenoff. Coach Tom Droner just got his 600th win. One of the greats here in the Saints. Coach Katie Schofer has done a great job at Everest. And again, these two teams, powerhouses, could be a chance, could be looking at a potential sectional final in a couple of months. As you got expecting, these two teams were in sectional semis last year, had some tough results from that, but both teams extremely talented. And it is going to be one of the more fun conference races we're going to see throughout the course of 2025. Remember, this has been your Auto Select pregame show. Again, Auto Select Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs and maintenance and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. As things start to wind down, about 43 degrees here for first pitch. Not super cold, but also not warm. As we get set, we're about ready to turn things over to our public address for the opening ceremonies.
Good afternoon, softball fans. The SPASH Panthers softball team would like to welcome you to Zenoff Park and Miller Field for today's Wisconsin Valley Conference between DC Everest and your SPASH Panthers. DC Everest, SPASH, and the WIAA requires good sportsmanship and at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the exception to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all attendants, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. And now here's your starting lineup and batting order for the visitors on the scoreboard, the DC Everest Evergreens. Leading off and playing right field, number 16, Sydney Spear. Batting second and playing shortstop, 23, Lauren Semro. Batting third and playing DP, number 18, Piper Schultz. Batting fourth and playing left field, number 12, Brooke Brown. Batting fifth and playing third, number 14, Mira Meverden. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 5, Abri Klatt. Batting seventh and playing pitcher, 2, Addison Cluck. Batting eighth and playing first, number 8, Taylor Friedel. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 1, Kelsey Meverden. In the flex position, number 2, Kelsey Woolley. The head coach for the DC Everest Evergreens is Katie Schulfer. And now here's your starting lineup for your SPASH Panthers. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 13, Caitlin Kleismith. Batting second and playing right field, number 41, Jordan Roth. Batting third and playing left field, number 22, Aubrey Itzen. Batting fourth and playing pitcher, number 8, Rihanna Canefield. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 11, Addie Pesky. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 3, Callie Dekas. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 1, Sophia Bundes. Batting eighth and your DP, number 33, Emma Radbrit. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 19, Morgan Groshek. In your flex position, playing second base, number 24, Presley Lopez. Assistants for your Panthers are DJ Droner, Maddie Polkamp, and Todd Vanderloop. And the head coach of your SPASH Panthers is Mr. Tom Droner. Umpires for today's games, as assigned by the Wisconsin Valley Conference, are David Drovic behind the plate and Bill Cook on the bases. Before the game begins, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps as we honor America to those who have fought and continue to fight for our freedoms we enjoy with playing of the national anthem and the Star Spangled Banner.
Anthem concluded. Teams take the field. We're moments away from first pitch here on Zaleski Sports. Right-hander Rihanna Canfield will get loose. The defense behind her will look as follows for the SPASH Panthers. Your outfield from left to right will be Itzen, Groshek, and Roth. For infield across, Abundis at top corner at third base. Up the middle, Kleismith and Lopez. Over at first is Dekas and Pesky doing the catching for the right-hander, Rihanna Canfield. She'll face top of the order, Spears, Semro, and Schultz for DC Everest. These Warros brought to you this afternoon by Dahl Automotive. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now they'd like to earn your 5-star review with their new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. So learn more online at dahlauto.com. Again, around 43 degrees, first pitch. SPASH in their black jerseys, white pants, white numbers and letters, SPASH in block letters across the front. DC Everest in their half green, half white jerseys, white up top, green heading down. Everest in green across the front, a yellow stripe and white numbers, white pants for the Evergreens. As right fielder Sydney Spear will step in to lead things off.
Number 16, Sydney Spear.
Spear, one of this talented senior class for the Evergreens. It's going to be a swing, one hopper right back to Canfield. One pitch and one out
23, Lauren Semro.
here in the first. So here comes shortstop Lauren Semro. And 6 seniors in the lineup for DC Everest. Semro, one of them as well. And she'll take a ball. That one low. 2-0 on Semra. That one's in there. It's a called strike. 2-1. The Evergreen shortstop. And playing here on the turf at Xenoff. I think within the next week we'll be back over at WIAA. That one just low. And Semral's worked at 3-1. Man, that one's in there, a called strike inside corner. The count runs back full. As well, for all of your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs, and it's a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. The 3-2 is fouled back. Piper Schultz standing on deck. And she lost it, ball 4. So a 1-out walk has a base runner for DC Everest.
Piper Schultz.
To bring up your designated player today, Piper Schultz. Left-handed hitter. Deke is playing in over at third base. Is that one? And hard to tell from here the fence, but I'm pretty sure that was called a strike. This time she squares, bunts through it. That one down and away. So ball and 2 strikes. And a ton of chatter. We're right above the third base dugout. There's, pretty much all the fields in action here. That one fouled off. That one got a piece of pesky. Remain ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Canfield gets her first Serve Pro. Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the day. Call Jamie Wenzel and Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Serena Canfield gets the punch out. That'll bring up Brooke Brown. The left fielder hitting cleanup. Takes one just down, maybe a touch in, and it's 1-0. Brown, big-time power. There's a line drive into right field. That's going to be played on a short hop. What a play by Roth. If Roth doesn't pick that on the short hop, that's going all the way to the fence, if not under it, and will almost guarantee a run. So 2 on, 2 outs for Mara Meverton, the junior third baseman. And a chance for DC Everest to strike here in the top of the half of the first. That's up, ball 1. That one in the dirt and picked by Pesky. There's a drive into deep center. Going back with a play, and the call and catch made by Groshek will end the inning. No runs on a hit and 2 runners left as we have played 1 half inning here on Zaleski Sports. DC Everest goes scoreless. SPASH will get their first chance at bat when we return on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Barks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
As we get set for the bottom half of inning number 1 here from Zenoff Park here in Stevens Point. Kleismith, Roth, and Itzen to face Addison Cluck. One of the elite pitchers in Wisconsin. So here's Caitlin Kleismith to lead things off, the 4-year starter at shortstop. And she'll take one outside. Kleismith very back of the box. And that's in there for a called strike. 1-1. And she'll slap that one left field side. And foul. And I'm going to have to do my best here. I don't really have much of an angle in left field. I'll have to try and get a good look at things. Ball and 2 strikes on Kleismith. That one outside. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind with a roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving the communities from unscrupulous contractors. They guarantee quality that you can trust, as that one fouled away. The 2-2 down and away. And fouled off again. Another one fouled away. Great at bat between two of the best in the Wisconsin Valley here in the bottom half of the first. About to see the 8th pitch for Cly Smith. And another one fouled back. Number 9 on the way. As well, their friends at Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft, a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers. Right at 539 in Bancroft as Cly Smith draws a leadoff walk. A 9-pitch at bat. Ends up in a free pass. And Cly Smith,
Number 41, Jordan Roth.
who's stolen many a base over the last 4 years. I think she'll likely be on the run again. Now here comes Jordan Roth, the right fielder. She squares, the runner steals. Thrown to second is going to be late, and it's a stolen base. So now runner in scoring position for SPASH. Roth squares, takes outside. That bunt is popped up and back to the screen. So 1-2. And she scores again. That's a perfect bunt to third. Only plays at first. And it's in time. Sacrifice successful. No runner on third with 1 out for Aubrey Itzen. Mark that 5-4 on the sacrifice.
Up next, number 22, Aubrey Itzen.
So Itzen, the left fielder, will step in with a chance to give SPASH the lead. Runner on third. See Cly Smith there. And she squeeze bunt is on. They're going to throw back to third, and Cluck will just eat it. That'll be an infield hit for Itzen. So they're at the corners for Rihanna Canfield. Canfield pitching today, hitting the cleanup spot. That one hit her. So the bases are going to be loaded. We'll get a courtesy runner.
Up next, catcher number 11, Addie Pesky.
Looks like Adrena Placeway will run for Canfield. Here is Pesky. Bases loaded. Big spot here. First one high and away with a fastball. Ball 1. Huge moment in a game like this where runs are going to be at a premium. That hits the inside corner, and it's 1-1. 1 out. A walk, a hit, and a hit batter. Squeeze bunt is on. No play, throw to first in time, and RBI. And it is 1-0 SPASH. Some small ball gets them a run.
Up next, number 3, Callie Deakus.
So Callie Deakus now will hit. Second and third, 2 outs, a run is in. And that fastball's in there for a called strike. 3 bunts in the inning, one of which went down as a hit, 2 sacrifice. That one fouled straight back, and it's quickly 0-2 on Dekas. Rise of the Whitetail Properties Real Estate's your premier hunting land, farmland, recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents are Brian and Evan Roosh at whitetailproperties.com. Swing and a miss. Cluck gets her first strikeout of the day, but Spash does get a run on 1 hit and 2 left. We have played 1 complete here from Zenoff Park and Stevens Point. It is 1-0 Spash on Zaleski Sports, presented this afternoon by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Felt's Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
We move to the second inning. Aubrey Klott will lead things off. Be 6, 7, 8. Klott, Cluck, and Friedel. First one to Klott. She swears, bunts it foul. Klott doing the catching today. That one up. The 1-2 on Klott is fouled away. The 1-2 is up, 2-2. There's a knuckling ground ball to second. Lopez is there, underhand in time by half a step for out number 1. 1-0 now, and that will bring up Addison Cluck, the pitcher.
Up next, Addison Cluck.
Hitting in the 7th spot today. Arizona Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful child care and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning, infants through 4K. You're going to find great facilities, a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Learn more, visit littlescholars.com. As Cluck takes a strike. I'm glad to have you joining us this afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're staying warm. That one just missing. 1-1 on Cluck. There's a ground ball to third. And actually it's caught as a line drive caught by Sofia Abundis over at third base. A rocket. There we have a chance to get my hand up to the camera to try and move it over to get the throw for you guys. There wasn't a throw needed. So 2 down for Taylor Friedel. Senior playing first base. And that's a strike. The 0-1 is in there for a called strike, very top of the zone, and quickly 0-2. That one up and away, ball and 2 strikes. Kelsey Meverton on deck, the 9-hitter. Everest would like to give her an at-bat here in the second, and at the very least flip the lineup over. They got 2 on in the first. There's a little line drive over to second base, and that's caught by Presley Lopez for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 second for Rihanna Canfield. And after 1.5, it is 1-0 Spash on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems, including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
No wasted time between innings. We're ready to go. Sophia Bundes will lead things off. Bottom of the order for Smash, 7-8-9 against Clock. They got a run in on 1 hit, as that is low for ball 1. They got the squeeze play from Pesky that drove in the run. That's right in there with the big fastball, and it's 1-1 on the freshman Abundis. That one fouled away off the mitt. The ball and 2 strikes. Bundes, Rybridge, and Groshek for Spash here in the second. Panthers already got 1 run in off of Cluck in that first. That one popped up sky high to call the catch over at second base by Kelsey Woolley for out number 1.
Batting next, number 33, Emma Rybridge.
Here's Rybridge, the DP. Here this one, a right-handed hitter. And she'll take a strike. Hello for our friends over at Oso Brewing Company in Plover, offering a large, spacious place for your next gathering or just to watch the big games on a massive projector screen. Enjoy a great variety of pizzas and other hot food along with cold soda. It's all at Oso Brewing in Plover. Just quickly, 0-2 on Rybridge. Groshek on deck. Up and away. Tried to get the chase. Through an inning and 1/3 for a Clock. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, 1 run. And a swing and a miss. Riser. Second strikeout for Addison Cluck, and that's out number 2. I'll bring up the center fielder, Morgan Groshek.
Up next, number 19, Morgan Groshek.
Groshek and Kleisman, very similar players. She squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. 0-1. Rise over for our friends at Express Employment Professionals. Relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Swing and a miss. Fastball by Groshek. And quickly, 0-2. As Cluck looks to match Canfield with a 1-2-3 second. That one just outside. Looking for that freeze fastball on the corner. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. There's that riser. Third strikeout for Cluck, and it's a 1-2-3 second. We have played to complete. It is 1-0 Spash on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Top half of inning number 3. 1-0 lead for Spash. 9-1-2. Kelsey Meverton. Then Spear and Semro for DC Everest. That one's outside, ball 1. That'll miss. It's 3-1. There's a little flare to short, and that's going to hit the bag, and there will be no play, an infield hit. At least from this point of view, it looked like it landed right on top of the second base bag. So leadoff single for Meverton will bring up Spear. She hit on the first pitch of the game, hit a one-hop comebacker right to Canfield. There's a chopper to second, and that hits the runner. And the runner's going to be out. So it was a fielder's choice. And there'll be 4 unassisted over at second base. So 1 down now. Here's Semro. Zaleski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats, along with chicken, steaks, beef, and deli meats. Local and seasonal favorites and more. It's all at Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East here in Stevens Point. 0-1 as Semro fouled that one away. Semro drew a walk back in the first. Runner going. Throw to second is in time, and the tag. What a slide by Spear. Kleismith came across the bag in front to try and cut it off early, and sliding backside. Spear's able to get into scoring position with the stolen base. And that's strike 3 called. A late call, but strike 3 called. The second serve pro Jamie Wenzel's strikeout of the day for Rhianna Canfield. And now here's Piper Schultz. She struck out swinging back in the first. She's 0 for 1. So that'll miss ball 1. Tying run over at second base with great speed and Sydney Spear. That one down and away. Spear getting a good jump off of second base. Good secondary lead. Anything in the turf, and she is probably going to be looking to get to third. Schultz very front of the box. Chopper toward first and foul. 2 balls and a strike on the DP. And that's again the 7 seniors, but still some great juniors as well. Klott, Mara Meverton, Schultz, all juniors. A couple of sophomores on the varsity roster as well. Madeline Hoppy, Desiree Ringel. There's a little flare to second, and a diving backhanded catch by Lopez. Ends the inning. No runs on a hit and a runner left for Everest. As we have played 2.5, it's 1-0 SPASH. On Zaleski Sports, presented this afternoon by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
Kleinschmidt in there. And she'll take one outside for ball one to start the bottom of the third. Top of the order for SPASH, up by a run. Kleinschmidt, Roth, and Itzen. Up the middle of base hit into center field for Kleinschmidt. And she's on base for the second time. To bring up Jordan Roth. Roth hit into dropped on a sacrifice back in the first. Kleinschmidt, who had stolen second, got her to third. We'll see if Kleinschmidt's looking to run again. And a bunt and run. It's popped straight back and into the grandstand. Strike one on Roth. Whereas one of our friends at Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Location, Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more as well at nicolaybank.com. Runner going, throw to second is high, and Kleinschmidt's got another stolen base. Kleinschmidt going for third, and she's out. They've thrown out the caught stealing over at third base. What a throw by Klott. One and two on Roth. That one outside. So Kleinschmidt 2 for 3 on stolen bases today. And there's a swing and a miss, out number 2. Fourth strikeout for Cluck today. 2 down now for Aubrey Itzen. She dropped on a bunt and reached on an infield single in that first inning. As well as Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Big swing, and that's fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Collector 2 2/3. That's fouled off. Right over the dugout. They were 2 2/3. 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned a walk and 4 strikeouts. He's also hit a batter. Up and away, trying to get her to chase that riser. 1 and 2 as we cross the 5 o'clock hour. And hope you're staying warm wherever you are watching the game. Massive matchup here in the early season in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Another one fouled straight back. Remains a ball and 2 strikes. Visit to fill your home with the best from home furniture, sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and more. Home Furniture, locations Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road. Over in Plover. That's got to be a strikeout. Strikeout or a foul ball. She never hit that ball, and then it is a full swing, and it hit her in the leg, and that's going to be a strikeout. 5th strikeout for Cluck. She gives up a hit and leaves nobody. 3 complete are in the books. 1-0 smash on Zaleski Sports, presented this evening by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
As we go to the 4th, quick moving game. 1-0 smash on top.
Leading off, Brooke Brown.
Each team with 2 hits. And 2 left. 4, 5, and 6 for the Evergreens. Brooke Brown to lead things off. Singled back in the first. And the first one's in there for a called strike. Canfield with 2 strikeouts. Giving up 2 hits, walked the batter. There's a drive into right center and deep. Just past the diving Rothen's going to get to the fence. Brown's going to hold up at second with a leadoff double. Brooke Brown, one of the best power hitters in Wisconsin. It's 2 for 2. Tying run with nobody out at second base for Mara Meverden. She flew out to deep center back in the first. And she'll take a strike. Canfield living in the top of the zone right now. A lot of fly ball outs today. She squares, bunts through it. Runner's caught, but there's nobody covering third. Throw down. And she's safe. Stolen base. It's 0-2. And camera not quite able to get there. But Brown over at third. Nobody out. Tying run for Everest. And that'll do it. That's going to get into the gap. That's going to get to the fence. 1 run is in. Meverden will trade spots at second base. And we are tied. It is 1-1 on the RBI double for Mara Meverden. Well-drawn meeting on the mound. Meeting brought to you today by Culligan Water, specializing in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy, unparalleled service, and convenient delivery options. Back-to-back doubles from Brown and Meverden. Brown to right center, left center for Meverden. Go-ahead run now at second base. Nobody out. Here in the top of the 4th. It'll be Aubrey Klott who will hit. Klott 0 for 1, a ground out to second base back in the second inning. Wonder if she'll look to drop down a bunt.
Now batting Aubrey Klott.
Klotz squares, bunts it foul. Trying to bunt first base side where there's no play at third in any way. Ground ball off of Canfield to short. Throw to first is late. Infield hit. And they're at the corners for Cluck. 3 straight hits.
Up next, Addison Cluck.
Cluck hit a rocket to third base. Her first time up was caught by Abundis. Go ahead run at third. Still nobody out here in the fourth. There's a strike, and taking second base without a throw is Klott. SPASH not going to take their chances with a first and third play. So now 2 in scoring position. Ground ball caught at third base again by Abundis. That's twice now. Cluck has hit an absolute missile at the third baseman. And the freshman is up to the task. So 1 out for Friedel. She popped up to second base her first time up. Now you can see a little bit more of an opening to get out of this inning if you're SPASH. Everest still with some room. A fly ball, which should give them the lead. That will do it. That's a base hit into center field. 1 run is in. That's bobbled. And they're going to hold the runner at third. They'll be at the corners. It is 2-1 Evergreens. So here's Kelsey Meverton. She's singled back in the third. That's a strike. Thrown to second. They're going to get the run out there. Throw to the plate is late in time. Stolen base. They get the out, but they get a run. Klott stealing 2-6 over at second base. Klott steals home. And it's 3-1. Ground ball to first. Fair ball. Inning over. However, 3 runs are across for DC Everest on 4 hits. Nobody left. We're halfway through. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 3-1. DC Everest now on top on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Bottom of the fourth. Be 4, 5, and 6 for SPASH. Canfield, Pesky, and Deacon's. Canfield was hit by a pitch back in the first. And a 3-run fourth for DC Everest on 4 hits, a couple of doubles. They also stole a run. On Klotz, steal a home, and there's a big swing and a miss. Nothing in 1 on Canfield. Well, the great things are happening at Tomorrow River School District. So join the Falcon family because they ask, are you ready to fly with us? Swing and a miss, fastball. And it's quickly 0-2. Bottom of the fourth. That one way up and away. Cluck has really settled down since that first inning. Again, a run on 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Tried the changeup there. That's 2-2. Man, a swing and a miss. Sixth strikeout for Cluck. And that's out number 1.
Up next,
I'm going to bring up Addy Pesky. Pesky dropped down a squeeze bunt in the first, drove in a run on the sacrifice. So no official at bat. That's fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. Well, just like these players are bringing their best to the diamond, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. That one outside. 1-1 on Pesky. Fly ball into right. Ranging back with a play. And the catch is made by Spear. Out number 2.
Now batting number 3, Callie Deacon.
So here's Callie Deacon. She struck out back in the first. 0 for 1. Cluck looking for that shutdown inning after 3 runs scored in the top. And that one's right in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Rise with Stevens Point Orthopedics, proud to welcome orthopedic spine surgeon Dr. Jason Pataki. Dr. Pataki is ready to serve the Central Wisconsin community and is now seeing patients. More information regarding spine and back services are available at StevensPointOrtho.com. Again, that is StevensPointOrtho.com and Dr. Pataki. Still 0-2 on Deakus. Couple of freshmen on the corners of the infield for SPASH this season. That one just inside. Didn't miss by much. It's 1-2. Cluck with at least 1 strikeout in every inning. 6 in the game. That one down low. Abundance stands on deck. 2-2, the count on Deakus. Ground ball to third, 1 hop, and the throw in plenty of time is made by Mara Meverden, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Panthers. We go to the 5th, 3-1 Everest. On Zaleski Sports presented by Hall Favor Real Estate Group.
It's hard to choose a new school. It's about academics, but also so much more. What does it mean to be a Falcon? Let me show you around. It means contributing to our communities and considering our role in making the world a better place. Asking good questions so we can understand the complexities of the world around us. Creating positive relationships across our differences so that we can hear others and be heard. Solving problems as a team with both creativity and resilience. Figuring out who we are and identifying the small decisions we make every day to become who we want to be. So what do you think? Are you ready to fly?
What's the game change?
So we go to the 5th. Sydney Spear takes the ball. Down and away, and it's 1-0. Top of the 5th. That's a bunt right to third. Abundez off balance throw, not in time. And an infield single to lead off the 5th.
Next, Lauren Semro.
Now to bring up Semro. And that's bunted foul. Several 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Runner going. Throw down to second will be late. Spear just able to keep her hand on the bag. And another stolen base. Second of the day for Sydney Spear. 0-2 on Semro. But a big insurance run now with nobody out over at second base for the Evergreens. Strike 3 called for out number 1. Semro out on strikes. The third Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the evening for Rihanna Canfield. One down for Schultz. She lined out to second her first time up. Or her second up. She's 0 for 2. Strikeout in the line out. She squares, bunts through it. And it's a strike. 0-1. Marzolo find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. That one down and away as one of the balls fell out of the pocket of the umpire. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Spear at second. That one fouled away. And looking at second base, I get the feeling Spear may have deciphered some signs. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Cut off by Roth. Around third is Spear. She will score. It is 4-1 Evergreens on the RBI single from Piper Schultz. That'll bring up Brooke Brown. Brown 2 for 2, a single and a double. He's also scored a run. There's a strike. As well, the culture of Wisconsin's forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Feltz's Dairy Store, it's got food, family, and fun. 1-1 on Brown. There's a drive into deep center. That's going to be off the fence. They're going to be at second and third as Brown gets her second double of the game.
Next,
Mara Meverden, 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the fourth. As we'll get a meeting on the mound. This meeting brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, right? Prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. So we get this meeting. So Brooke Brown 3 for 3 with a couple of doubles. As it is 4-1 Everest, and they are looking to add on. 2 runners in scoring position, still just 1 out. Meverden doubled to left center back in the 4th inning. Long discussion. It's going to look like lead to a pitching change potentially here. Abby Grable? Potentially. Coach Droner was calling in, and he looks like he is making a call to the bullpen. As he changes the lineup card over, so we're going to step aside. As it is, again, Grable's coming in. We'll be back after this in the top of the 5th on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Abby Grable in the pitch. She'll face Meverden with 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. Infield is in. First one fouled back by Meverden. Meverden flew out to deep center in the 1st, doubled to left center back in the 4th. Between the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, they are 5 for 8 for the Evergreens here in this one. That one high, ball 1-1-1. So no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm snacks. Fleet Farm's got everything you need, all at the lowest prices. There's a line drive into left field, a base hit. 1 run is in. They're going to send the 2nd runner around 3rd as that gets to the fence. 2 runs are in, and it's an RBI double. 2-run double, I should say, for Meverden. And it's a 5-run lead for DC Everest. 3 runs in the 4th, 3 runs in the 5th.
Now batting number 5, Aubrey Clott.
And close the book on Canfield. 6 runs all earned. As Clott fouls the first one back. It's 0-1. Clott 1 for 2 with a single back in the 4th. Stole a couple bases, stole home. The 0-1, swung on and missed. Got that riser, and it's 0-2. That one high and tight. Ball and 2 strikes. Grable trying to limit it now. Everest up 5. That one just missing, 2-2. Top half of the 5th, 3 runs in the 4th, 3 in the 5th for the Evergreens. And there's a swing and a miss. Grable gets her first Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the day. 2 outs now for Clock, who's had some rough luck. She's lined out twice to 3rd base. That one fouled away on one of the JV fields. It's 0-1. Remember, the Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point is over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more, so they're going to offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in vehicle. Shop dahlauto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in and see them. Just see them at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street or at Dahl Chrysler, Highway 10 East. Also in Stevens Point. 1-1 on Addison clock. There's a line drive to short, played on a hop by Clysmith. Throw just in time, and the inning is over. But 3 more runs are across for DC Everest on 4 hits and a runner left. 4.5 complete, 6-1 Evergreens on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Faber Real Estate Group.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Up first, number 1, Sophia Bundes.
We go to the bottom half of the 5th. Be the bottom of the order, Abundez, Rybridge, and Groshek. For SPASH, trying 9 outs to work with. They need 5 runs. Abundez popped up to second base her first time up, but she takes a big swing and fouls it back. SPASH got a run in the first on the squeeze play by Pesky. Everest answered with 3 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th. Meverton with 3 RBIs. That one fouled in and out of the mitt of Clot. It's 0-2. Well, the Made a Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel. That includes from corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more, madacustom.com, as there's a swing and a miss. The 7th strikeout for Cluck today. As we will see, Presley Lopez is hitting. Lopez is the flex player. So Lopez will hit in the spot of Rybridge, who is the designated player. So the flex is now in the game.
Batting number 24, Presley Lopez.
The sophomore. Open stance. And that's down and away, ball 1. That's he called strike top of the zone. 1-1. Half swing, and she went around. 1-2 on Lopez. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cluck, 8 in the game. And now Lavelle Canfield. Hitting for Groshek. And a swing and a miss. So Lavelle Canfield, the sophomore, pinch hitting for Groshek. And another swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Cluck looking to strike out the side. And she does. Swing and a miss. Spash goes down in order. 1, 2, 3, 5 complete are in the books. 6-1 DC Everest on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him, and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
First pitch of the 6th inning is a strike on Taylor Friedel. Grable in her first full inning of work in relief of Canfield. Ground ball into right field, a base hit. And then it gets under Roth and gets into the corner. It'll be a single and an E9. And just like that, DC Everest has a runner in scoring position here in the 6th to get things going. Here comes that hitter, Kelsey Meverden. 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. There's a ground ball to first. That's a fair ball. That'll get the runner to third. That's out number 1. Runner at third. That'll back to the top of the order we go with Sydney Spear. Spear 1 for 3, a single, a run scored. She's stolen a couple of bases today. As well as Shoot a Funeral Services, Stevens Point and Plover. They're here to help you with all of your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Spear drives in a run. And it is 7-1 Evergreens. 7 unanswered for DC Everest. So again, let the experienced staff at Shoot a Funeral Home serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. That is shootafuneral.com. 1-0 on Lauren Semro. A walk and a couple of strikeouts for the shortstop. That one popped up, foul ground. Pesky with a play and the catch for out number 2. 2 down for Piper Schultz. Schultz 1 for 3, an RBI single back in the 5th. As well as today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body. Dahl Automotive is that one fouled away. Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. There's a fly ball into center, changing the DC. Down is Groshek, and the inning is over. However, another run comes across for the Evergreens on a couple of hits and a runner left. 5.5 complete, 7-1 DC Everest on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hall Favor Real Estate Group.
Shoot a Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shoot a Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shoot a Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Bottom of the 6th, top of the order up for SPASH.
Leading off, number 13.
Kleismith, Roth, and Itzen to hit against Cluck. That one just missing on Kleismith. Kleismith, a walk and a single. She scored the only run of the game for SPASH back in the first. Also stolen a couple bases, has been caught once. She takes ball 2. She's been on base twice. Cluck with 9 strikeouts. 1 walk, 2 hits allowed. It's 3-0 on Kleismith. Kleismith the last runner to reach base back in the 3rd. But with her being caught stealing 3rd, so that one's in their first strike. With her being caught stealing 3rd and 3rd, Cluck is now set down 12. She's faced the minimum of the last 4 innings. Limiting SPASH to just 1. There's a little flare to left. And that is caught out there in left field.
Up next, number 41, Jordan Roth.
The camera couldn't quite get there, but 1 out. So here's Roth, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and a strikeout. Ground ball off of Cluck, and that'll be into shallow left, a base hit. For SPASH, 3rd hit of the game. So Roth aboard for Aubrey Itzen. Itzen today 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. We play here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's a called strike. Outer half, 0-1. There's a fly ball into left. And that's caught out in left. For out number 2. Brown. So Canfield will re-enter and hit. Hit by pitch and a strikeout. And looking ahead for SPASH, they will go to Neenah on Friday.
Up next, number 8, Brianna Canfield.
For their next game. Big non-conference matchup there. As there's a swing and a miss. Everest is going to host Wisconsin Rapids on Thursday. Go to Eau Claire North on Friday. Have New Richmond on Saturday. A lot of softball this week for the Evergreens. Runner stealing through a second. It was there, but it was bobbled, and Roth is in with a stolen base. A little bit of a turf bounce there. It stayed true. Didn't stay down to be picked on a short hop. Two and 2 on Canfield. That one way up and away. Count runs full. SPASH trying to just chip away here. Got 4 outs to work with, needing 6 runs. That's in, called strike 3 to end the inning. The 10th strikeout for Addison Cluck. We go to the 7th. Everest up 7-1 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Brooke Brown will lead things off here in the 7th, 4, 5, and 6 against Abby Graybo. Brown takes ball 1 up and away. Brown 3 for 3, a single, a couple of doubles, and a couple of runs. That one fouled straight back, and it's 1-1. Seven runs, 12 hits. That one fouled back again. Brown taking some big swings. 1-2. The Evergreens left fielder. And glad to have you all joining us wherever you may be. Is that one just up? 2-2 on Brown. And for those of you just joining us, Spash got a run in the bottom of the first on an Addie Pesky squeeze play. There's a drive into left. And the catch made in left for out number 1. It was Itzen. So one down for Mara Meverden. Meverden 2 for 3, a couple of doubles, 3 RBIs. Right now, my front runner for Highlight House Player of the Game as she takes ball 1. And Spash got that run in the bottom of the first. That run held up until the 4th. 3 runs in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th for the Evergreens. There's a ground ball into left field, a base hit. For Meverden, just found a good spot just past Abundis. So we'll get a pinch hitter here. Be Madeline Hoppy. Who will hit. So a tough play over at third. As the sophomore Hoppy will hit. That one fouled straight back. 0-1. Hoppy hitting for Clot. Clot was 1 for 3. Ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. So 2 on, 1 out. For Cluck. Cluck is lined out twice and grounded out. She fouls that one straight back. Spash will have 5, 6, and 7 in the bottom of the 7th. Pesky, Deaconess, and Abundis. Ground ball to third. Abundis is there, throws her out. That'll get the runners to second and third. So 2 down for Friedel. Taylor 2 for 3, an RBI single back in the 4th. Also scored a run. She gets up in the count, 1-0. Sophomore Abby Gravo trying to put up a 0 here in the 7th. That one down, 2-0. Fly ball into right. Roth is there with the play, and the inning is over. 2 hits, get stranded, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Panthers, down by 6, 7-1 Everest. As Lesky Sports presented by Hall Favor Real Estate Group.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Pesky to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for SPASH. They need 6 against Addison Cluck. First one is going to miss to Pesky. Pesky 0 for 1, a sacrifice and an RBI back in the first inning. Dropped down that squeeze. Flew out to right fielder last time up. There's a drive into left. And caught by Brown. A line drive missile caught out by Brooke Brown in left.
Up next, number 3, Callie Deakus.
So here's Deakus, 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out today. Don't forget to stay tuned. We'll have your Nason Dairy post-game show. Finally, the conclusion of this one, interviews will be conducted off-air. So we will not have any interviews live during the post-game coverage today, but we will have interviews and a highlight coming your way tomorrow, including a Highlight House player of the game. So it evens up 1-1 on Deakus. The way things end, we'll talk with Coach Katie Schofer and Mara Meverden. There's a line drive into left field, a base hit. I'll bring up Natalie Esselman.
Now batting number 21, Natalie Esselman.
So it'll be the sophomore Natalie Esselman hitting for Abundis. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Deakus. That'll be Audrina Placeway will run. 1 out here in the 7th. Abundis was 0 for 2, a pop up and a strikeout. Esselman getting her first at bat. Swing and a miss. That one pops straight back. It'll be 1-2 on Natalie Esselman. DC Everest, if the score holds, will move to 3-0 on the year and get an early lead in the conference standings. SPASH will drop to 3-1. Ball and 2 strikes. No, that was strike 3 called. That is strike 3 called on Esselman. Spash down to their final out. And it will be Maddie Harris. Maddie Harris will hit.
Now batting Maddie Harris.
Big swing and a miss. The strikeout of Esselman was the 11th for Cluck today. She's faced 2 over the minimum since the first inning. Ball and a strike on Harris. Strike 2. Now Spash down to their final strike. DC Everest looking to hang on. They're off to a big start in conference play. That one just missing. Just missed. Everybody flinched on that one. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and the game is over. 12 strikeouts for Cluck. She throws a 4-hitter, and DC Everest wins this one by a score of 7-1. Stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy post-game show is on the way next. We'll wrap things up in 60 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Time for Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily. Marshfield Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com. Just a quick line score for DC Everest. 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base in this one. Spash, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base for the Panthers. The win goes to Addison Cluck. She had 12 strikeouts in the game, gave just the 4 hits, 1 walk, and 1 run earned. Rihanna Canfield gets the loss. She gave up 6 earned runs in just over 3 innings of work. She should say it's for 4 innings of work. For Canfield, our Highland House player of the game, Mara Meverden. Offensively for DC Everest, 3 hits, couple of doubles. She drove in 3, scored a run. Honorable mention to Brooke Brown, 3 for 4 as well. 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. Also multiple hits for Spear, went 2 for 4. Klott had a hit. 2 hits for Friedel. And again, 14 hits in the game for DC Everest. They get to 3-0. With that being said, that'll wrap up our coverage here on Zaleski Sports. Again, stay tuned. Highlight coming your way tomorrow. We'll have our interviews with Coach Schofer and Mara Meverden as DC Everest picks up a 7-1 win. And this has been your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. For all of us here at Zaleski Sports, this is Mike Wendland saying so long, and thank you for joining us. One more time, your final score, DC Everest 7, Spash 1. From all of us here at Zaleski Sports, stay warm, stay safe. We'll talk to you next time, and good night.